What's up, guys? Price Flunky here. We are back here on the morning of day 19. Still fighting off the last of the Horde. My makeshift Horde base didn't really hold up so well. Which, I mean, it wasn't really expected to. If you're noticing, I do sound a little bit different now. I actually did continue the recording from last time, but my voice was getting so bad that I ended up just not using the audio. So you're dealing with editing Flunky today, so hopefully I sound a little bit better. I did take a little bit of time off. I did record some more, but I didn't do any editing because, quite frankly, my voice just wasn't there for it. So we're gonna clean these guys up. It's finally morning time. We have a lot of base building to do today, and I'm pretty much just gonna be working on a home base. I have no issue with running around and just going on top of buildings and fighting the Horde that way. I'm not really too concerned about setting up a Horde base just yet. I would like to, but I have enough ammo for right now. I'm not too concerned about that. I would like to get some more jobs done, get a motorcycle. But right now the priority is just getting that Horde base. I'm pretty sure I jumped down here in a little bit to finish these guys off, and I just run around for a while. But by and large, a lot of the video is definitely going to be me, well, trying to make a home base. Just getting back to the old Horde base now, kind of looking at it. It's barely hanging on. I probably should have picked a little bit more of a solid base, but yeah, I thought this would do, and it didn't quite withstand that Horde. Just going to quickly empty out my inventory, and then I'll probably cut ahead here and just show you kind of the loot bags I'll get, and then I don't even know if I'll show me unloading everything, but yeah, definitely, maybe it would have worked as a earlier game Horde base, but day 19, yeah, it didn't really cut it. So the general premise for the home base here that I want is I do want to have a trench all the way around it, and then one access point with that has I'm kind of marking it out here as I go, but basically I want 3 blade traps, and each blade trap is essentially a 3x3, so I'm just making sure I have enough room. Even if I didn't, I could always extend it later, but I want to make sure I have at minimum 2 floors. I'll probably end up doing 3 floors though. That way I can have all my crafting stations down on the, well, basically the ground floor is, hopefully I won't have anything in it, but initially it'll have all my workbenches, but I do want to eventually move all the workbenches to the second floor. Cement mixers, chemistry stations, all that stuff to the second floor, so it's all relatively safe. And then just nothing on the ground floor. And of course I got a little Horde. One of the few times I've used the baseball bat in the last little while. Anyways, So I do kind of want to have dew collectors and a little bit of a farm on the very top floor. But on the second floor, all my workstations eventually. But for right now, I just need somewhere secure that I can put basically any of my workstations, because I don't want to keep building on this little platform. Also, as I'm going here, I just noticed in the recording I started to actually make a cement mixer because I finally had enough books to do it, and that's going to be a huge help because here in the desert, like, trees only grow to like 600 health. So basically all their values are halved, which really sucks. So I'm not going to be able to make a lot of stuff with wood, but I can make a lot of stuff with cobblestone. Okay, I think it's time for another story. So today at work, I apparently met Father Time. So for those of you who don't know, I work in the shipping department at a cabinet company of sorts. And I had a guy come inside and like rang the doorbell, whatever, he's inside. My supervisor goes, "Oh, that must be the guy for BS Construction. He must be here to pick up the doors." We had a couple doors on a skid for him, whatever. So I walk over and say hi to Father Time. I have no idea who this guy is, never seen him before in my life. I say, "Hi, how's it going? What can I help you with?" And all I hear is and I'm like, what? Is this guy having a stroke? Like, what's happening? Like, never could understand a word. And like, this guy's, looks like he's Canadian, looks like he was probably born and raised here. It's not one of those situations of, oh, it's an immigrant that's English isn't their first language. Like, no, this guy, he looks like he should be able to speak English fairly well. So let's see what he wants. And I ask him, like, "Hey, what company do you work for?" And all I get is like, what the f is this guy saying? Like, I know sometimes contractors and construction workers and whatnot, like, they'll order stuff from our company, and then they'll get, like, their wife, or they'll get their girlfriend, or their dad will come in. I don't know who the f decided it was a good idea to send their great-great-great-grandfather who fought in the Civil War to come over. Like, holy crap, man. I couldn't understand a word this guy was saying. He was somehow up and mobile, but like, it was like, okay, you know what? My supervisor said it should be this guy. Cool, I'm gonna go grab him his skid, and there's a few doors on it. Cool, whatever, I'll help load him up. So I drive over to him with this skid. I'm like, "Hey, is your truck over here? Or is it at door 5? Door 5 is normally where we load from, but, if it's just a couple doors on it, on the skid, like, we can just, hand bomb it onto a vehicle. Cool." What? Alright, so I just had to walk past the guy, and I opened the door, and it's like, okay, there's a vehicle there I don't recognize. This must be his truck. Cool. So I tell him, "Okay, sir, I'm gonna help you move these doors onto your truck. Is that okay?" What the hell does that mean? So he walks out and gets into his truck. I'm like, okay, he's driving away. Like, okay, maybe he's going to the other door, or is he going to back up? Well, he super slowly backs up. And I'm just looking at it like, okay, I'm freezing my nuts off out here. I'm holding these doors, and like, I can't tell who this guy is. Is this even a customer? Like, I have no idea. He opens the back door. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll try putting these in. Can't fit them into his vehicle. Yeah. He's like, he's pointing at the side, and it's like, oh, okay, there's a button to lower the seats, so that way I can fit these doors in, because they're a little bit long. Neat. Hit the button, they go down, fine. And like, I'm loading this guy up, and I put 1 door, 2 door, and I think there was like a grand total of 6. And by the time I drop off door 4 and I'm going to back and getting door 5 and 6, he kind of looks at me and goes, It's like, yeah, there's 2 more doors. Like, I'm just assuming he was asking how many were left. Like, I genuinely don't know. I have no idea. So I go back inside, grab these doors, quickly run out, put them in the truck. I'm like, all right, have a good day, sir. It's like, it wasn't like, thanks, you too, or thanks, you. Like, I have no idea what this guy said. None. Zero. Nada. So he closes up the door, gets in the truck, drives off. Cool, whatever. Like, half hour later, another guy shows up, which isn't uncommon to get a couple pickups in a day. And this guy goes like, hey, we're from BS Construction. It's like, oh, shit. So I go to my supervisor, quickly tell him like, hey, there's a guy from Bullshit Construction here. He's looking for his doors. And it's like, oh, yeah, we kind of loaded them on that other guy. Who is that guy? And then finally he clicks in for my supervisor. He's like, oh, that was the guy from something something furniture. I'm like, oh, yeah, that would make sense. Something something. So, like, people, like, I get if English isn't your first language, like, that sucks. But, like, if you are going for a pickup or you need to send somebody to go for a pickup, please, at least, like, make sure they can enunciate the name of their company. Or like, hey, I'm Joe. I'm here to pick up 2 doors for my son, or in this case, great grandson. Like, just have them capable of even saying their own name would be fantastic, because I have no idea. Like, just like it was to the point where it's like I would have gotten him a pen and paper, but I'm sure he wouldn't know how to use that. He'd probably want a stone tablet and chisel, and maybe that would have worked. Okay, I'm done. Well, now that rant's over, like, people sometimes, like, I don't know why. That seems to happen more and more often, and, like, I really wish it wouldn't. But anyways, here we are. The base is coming along. Well, it's taking shape for sure. I'm gonna need more wood to finish it off, and then gonna have to make some blade traps. But this is the general base. I will dig the trench out deeper, but for right now, I'm just lacking resources, and it's almost time for Horde, so I gotta hurry the heck up. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. So this is about all the ammo I really have. There's a little bit more scattered here and there, but with all the excitement of building a home base, I haven't really scouted out a location, so I pretty much just hop on the mini bike, drive around for like a whole 2 seconds, find a fairly solid concrete building to set up on. And yeah, I pretty much just have to hold out here in this like little water treatment plant or whatever. It's not the best, not the worst. It'll definitely last this Horde for sure, but well, you know, would really like an actual Horde base, but ended up going to this little POI. It is a little like it. I know there's actually a dire wolf inside of one of the buildings. So I don't actually want to fight that right now. I don't want to risk an injury right before Horde night. Just taking out a couple of the stragglers around. Even got a feral. But yeah, this is actually going to be where we end up fighting the Horde. Of course, I see a tree and I have to go for it because I'm so low on wood right now. But it's like just seconds before the Horde is going to show up. Oh man. But seeing them spawn in and immediately, like, you're starting to see rads right away. I'm sure we're going to have demos and cops and all sorts of stuff, but like, I can waste off plenty of 9mm. I still have tons of 9mm. Oh, there's the first demo. Forgot how early they started showing up. Yeah, I need a seriously strong Horde base and like electrical fence posts and blade traps and a whole bunch of stuff. And right now I'm kind of gonna set up my main base as kind of almost like a backup Horde base. Yeah, see more demos. Like, there's not much a level 3 pistol is gonna do. Like, we just got it from the airdrop earlier in this video. Like, there's not much hope without like a good SMG and, you know, like the best gear, and like it's really taxing, especially not having like armor piercing ammo would, you know, that would do a bunch right now. And even just setting up a basic Horde base with like one well-placed blade trap and a handful of electrical fences would do a great job, but just with unfortunately, like it's sort of just down to like the limitations of Horde Every Night. Like, you spend your whole day just trying to get resources and trying to get enough that you can build with, that all of a sudden you find out you're lacking ammo, and then you find out your guns are a little too far behind, and then you have to find more resources. And you know, normally it's like, if I needed resources for building, I would just go out at night, you know, and risk having a screamer come. But unfortunately, I'm kind of at the mercy of only being able to mine during the days. Like, long gone are the days where I could go out, you know, 2:30 a.m. in this game, anyways, and you know, clear out the whole horde. Like, it's not gonna happen. 64 max spawn zombies, day 20, level 161. Like, I don't even know what my game stage is in at the time of this recording, but yeah, there's not a whole lot of hope that I would be able to get enough done to like make ammo, make guns, make blade traps even. Like, I'm so far behind on those materials too. So a lot of what I'm going to end up having to do is, like, once my main base is set up well enough that I'm like comfortable with like a mini horde or screamer hordes coming in, then I'll hammer down and really try to focus on getting a good horde base set up. At the time of this recording, I didn't have that, but actually in I kind of batch record these, so it'll be a couple more videos before I have a proper horde base set up, but I'm definitely like well on my way to having a good horde base. But unfortunately, like, yeah, just at the time of this recording, that wasn't going to happen. And unfortunately, like, I'm starting to see the limitations of the double barrel shotgun. And at the time, or at my most recent recording, I finally got like a decent auto shotgun. And the quirks of a auto shotgun are definitely rearing its head with that. Like, it's amazing for clearing POIs, it's amazing for point blank range, but it just doesn't have that long range capability that I really need. So that's unfortunate, but is what it is, and just part of playing a mainly shotgun build right now. But I can't wait to get SMGs as well. But yeah, I'm definitely hammering away at this, and I'm enjoying the series. It is probably a lot more stressful trying to keep these videos a little bit more entertaining, because it's like, yeah, I can't clear POIs during the day. Like, I really do need to start doing that just to get more ammo, more resources and all that stuff. But as of late, I've just been mostly gathering cars, and because you get so many good materials from them. But anyways, we're coming up to the end of the video here. Yeah, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.